everyone knows like just 20 minutes, and if you don't submit, you know what I mean, that's no win, you know what I mean. People has different like ideas what to do, and someone's really try hard to submit, someone wasn't try hard to submit, you know what I mean. So it was really cool. And that was a match that was like a very like tricky because he was try just prove like he has like the best defense, you know what I mean, and he definitely proved that he has the best defense of the whole tournament, you know what I mean. It was like a very like very good to see, you know what I mean, like just a complete like a high level defense, you know what I mean. And Andrea that was fight against me, who I know really well, we have competed so many times, was just try submit, you know what I mean. But at the same time, one person that was just defending got tired, and the other person that was attacking the person that was just defending didn't get tired at all, but the other person that was attacked like got super tired. That looked like, you know what I mean, and make me think a lot, you know what I mean, what we can do from that position. And I think is a very good lesson that everyone should, you know, put yourself in that position and that situation, just to think about what you can do, you know what I mean, because if you just attack and you don't make the person body work, you don't want to work, you know what I mean, so you don't want to get tired, you know what I mean, and the other person didn't get tired. So it's a very tricky position. But at the same time, if you're on the body, you know what I mean, if you want to defend, at the same time, you cannot just be defending and soon you maybe can get tired, so you have to know how to defend that well. So let's just think about that on the class of today. Can you use your hand? Can you go on your back, please? All the way, please. First of all, guys, we have the gi. We have to use as much you can, you know, the gi that we have, because we're so used to train no gi too, so sometimes we don't have the grip. But now if you have the grip, you gotta make sure you use the grip, you know what I mean, just to position yourself. So every time you have a grip, it's gonna be always better, you know what I mean. Another thing is, if you got the side control, you have the advantage to try to get the submission. You don't wanna go back to his guard. So you're supposed to be ahead to get close to finish the fight. But at the same time, the person on bottom, he's gonna be really protecting his elbow. So what I mean, like he's gonna have his elbow super close to his armpit, you know what I mean, and that's the movement. At just a little bit gap, that's what you need to maybe try a temper submission. But the person on bottom knows he cannot give you that. But on top of that, you have like his forearms. That is really hard to hold everything, you know what I mean? It's really hard to definitely protect. You're not gonna do something like this, because even if you block this, your elbow maybe get a little bit open. So you gotta work on his hands. On the other side, the person not gonna let his arm completely like close to his body like this, because that's not what he wants, because he don't want to get his neck exposed to you. So the person has to kind of like keep the arm close to his neck. What is smart for him to do? So we have to try to find a hole, a gap like in between those positions. I mean, the person is going to have his hand open because that's what he used to. At the same time, we don't want to just his hand. We want to get inside of his elbow. So imagine a position that we want to kind of clean up his hands. So his hand cannot be on his neck. So you got to do something like this. Like put something between that. And what I really want now is like find a way to get inside of his armpit. But then his hand always going to keep getting inside and put my hand inside. So I want to get inside his armpit and then get inside. If I go underneath, his hand is still inside. So every time he just swim, I have no armpit anymore. So we have to make sure we kind of like beat this arm first. That's what you want to beat first, and don't let this arm get inside. So what I can do is like keep my weight on top of him and make sure his hand is always outside. Don't let his hand get inside of your armpit like this. So, but we have to focus on one more thing. I don't want to open too much to let he recover the guard. I don't want to also like do something like this and let him recover. And now I'm back to his attack. Now he can attack really well because now his legs are free. So let's imagine like a way that he's blocking, but we gotta get inside of his armpit. But at the same time, it's not about just getting inside of his armpit, because now if I just force, it just come out. Or if I just put my hand over here, it just come out. He's not giving that. So what we're gonna do is like, let's try go to the north-south, but put as much weight you can on top of him, because you don't want to leave a room to his leg come inside, right? So make sure you can put as much weight you can on top of him, just to kind of like maintain no room in between like you and him, to his leg go inside. And his leg is a big part of the game, so he's gonna need a lot of room over there. So make sure you kind of like put a lot of room over there. So now we're gonna start to fight with his hand, to keep his hand open. You understand? That's what I want. Once I get inside over there, I'm always gonna be looking to get his arm, his wrist, his hand outside with something like this. That's already like a big open that I got over here. So now, look what I'm gonna do. I gotta make sure his hand never go inside. So every time I put his hand outside, I can let his hand get back inside. So the person is protected really well. Get his hand outside. Never get his hand inside again. So his hand outside. Never let his hand get inside again. So we have to just fight his hand to don't let his hand get inside. So we have to just find like the small detail that is going to keep his hand inside. So his hand is outside. Don't let his hand get inside again. So we definitely fought like to keep his hand outside. Now I know his hand's outside. I gotta make sure like I get inside of his armpit, because before, if I was always working inside of his armpit, his hand is always going to be outside. But now his hand is already outside. Now I can go in his armpit. So the other hand, just go really strong under his armpit. Go strong on his armpit and try to go the deepest you can, like inside of his armpit like this. But then after this, guys, I have an arm control over here, but I have to pull his back out of the mat, because I don't want his arm get close to the mat again. That's how he's going to defend. So I have to kind of like start to pull him out of the mat. Just enough to me can swing my leg over before he bring the arm on the ground again. So I just kind of pull him a little bit and just go to the arm over there. And then you have the arm bar. But seems like just a small thing that we want, but we're gonna have to find this position like for any different situation.